Hey, ladies and gents, we are back with some Hellcat action. I was playing with the boys this weekend, so we were playing a bunch of 5s and 6s because they're grinding tanks. So, yeah, I always go to my go-to tank when I'm grinding 6s, which is the Hellcat. This used to be, God, I played a lot of games back in the day with this thing. Lots of tank companies, when tank companies was a thing. It was a Hellcat versus KV-1S type crap, if you guys are some of the older players. Remember tank companies until they nerfed the crap out of this thing. It's still really good, don't get me wrong, but it was so much better back in the day when it had its true speed and it had not screwed with its soft stats. So we knock our tree down like we always do, get in position here to support. We're going to look for M41A1. M4 improved, and we also got a Chaffee, and then we also AMX out here into the field here. So we're going to see what pops. Because, there's always something making a run across here. Yep, there he is. We're going to wait till he stops making little turns. There we go. Hit him for 252. I'm going to say that was all skill, but we know it's not. RNG blessed me once again. Looking for some targets here. Nothing. T-34, 85 moves up to the bush. All right, let's just wait here. I typically don't. This is one of those few tank destroyers where you can get somewhat aggressive. I actually play this thing sometimes as a scout, just so we don't have scout tanks with its speed and the fact that, and this particular tank with the crew setup that I have on it, which is predominantly quite a bit of vision for its skills and using binocs. I think this thing puts at me like 472 is my view range. No, 470 maybe, possibly with the view range on this thing, using the binocs. All right. So we put a blind shot into that bush, because people like to sit in that bush. If you didn't know that, use it as a spotting device here. So we're going to run over here to the Dragon's Teeth. We're going to get off that deal here. We got a Skoda T24 based off against the Skoda T24, and hopefully possibly that T34 85M pops up. All right. So let's see if we can get in position here to help the Skoda. 67 is going to try to pop over, maybe possibly. Nope, there he is. That's the guy we're looking for. Here comes the Skoda. Ooh, put a nice 240 into him. He leaves him on 101 hit points. And now what are you going to do, bud? Nope, he's not going to run. He's going to back up and die. All right, I got picked up by him. We're going to pull in here. We're going to hug this bunker for a little bit here to not get shot by artillery. AT2 fends off the M4 improved. Now the game was looking pretty decent up to around a 10-ish mark. Then it kind of goes to shit. So we're going to put another shell into that bush to see if he's there. I also got to, sometimes I forget, it's been a long time since I played this tank, and I forgot how shell-wise this thing does not carry a lot of shells. So I don't spam, I shouldn't be spamming so many random shots like that. Some tanks I don't care because, I'll literally spam shell after shell into a certain area just to see either I break down buildings or whatever. But this one is not easy to do because you only carry so many shells. I'm already down to just 25, which is not a big deal in most battles, but, So I had this game and another tank, the next game after it was an ace tanker get. This one was an ace tanker and a win. The other one was an ace tanker and a loss. So it was a pretty good stretch right here. Sometimes you forget how much fun it is to play some of these tanks at this tier if you're playing 8s, 9s, and 10s all the time. Sometimes it's fun just to go back to it. And like I said, with the boys starting to play the game more, I can jump into these and not feel bad like I'm completely seal clubbing, right? Not completely, because I'm in there for a good cause, right? I'm here to support my kids. All right, we're looking for the intersection to come across. Honestly, I was really expecting something to roll through that area because there's always something in that. We'll try to go across the AT2, AT8, M6, any of those guys, but nothing so far. But there we go. We pick up the M4A1. Did not get him. He backed out of the deal. There's 2-4 tanks in the field out there, so I'm not too worried about anything else poking up that way. So SU-100Y is hanging out there. He's faced off. Ooh, 3485M has killed him. So we are down 2-5. Like I said, around the 10-minute mark, things kind of go shit to the south. All right, so here comes M4. Come on. There we go. I know you want to do it. He doesn't have the derp gun, it didn't look like. He was only hitting that guy for about 100. There we go. 255 into the M4. And I'm not sure the SU wondered why I just didn't see that guy just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. At this point, it's 3-6. There comes the M6. Come on. Turret is slow as shit. We're at 3-8 right now. We're down 5 tanks. 242 on the M6. And we're going to have to hang back. There's the M4. He comes around the corner again. There we go. Auto lock on him to make the shot. Here comes the M4 improved. I can't go fast enough. Come on. Nope. Probably into a building. Alright, we're going to back out. IKV's up on the hill. We're going to wait till we see what pops through here. There's the AT2. Nope. Here we go. AT8. That's my bigger threat. Unfortunately, I'm going to get spotted from that. We're going to have to get off the hill. And the IK finishes off there. We brought it back 6-8. 9 minutes left. AT8's after the M4A1. There's, like I said, there's a fair amount of tanks out there in the bottom. I'm sure exactly what's going on here. Let's get back up on the hill here. Let's see if we can give him a little bit of help. And tracked by artillery. It goes high. See if I get one more shot into him. And aiming for... Nope. Yeah, didn't go through. Of course it didn't get killed. Get spotted by the AT8. So we're going to come down the hill, lose ourselves. So we don't have to worry about artillery. We're at 7-9 here. Dickermax is moving in. And so is the M6. So I switched to HE for the Dickermax, but instead I pick up the M6. And we take off his track. Interesting. One more time. Take off his track again. M6 shooting me. I'm not spotted. You can see here when he starts looking around, he's firing over there. Alright, there we go. Finished it off the M6, 9-11. Oof. Well, it's not looking good for the home team. We got guys out in the field. They're surrounded by the 2 tank destroyers. Artillery's still a real thing. And we're down to just, yep. So they finish off the 67. M44, I'll give you this. M44 plays a really good game. He ends up with a little over 2,000 hit points, or 2,000 damage in this match. And honestly, it would have been a pretty difficult game to pull off without his assistance. So there goes the M4. Can't quite get a shot on him. He doesn't see me yet. Oh, now I get picked up from there. Really? All right. He got the gun depression. There we go. Put a shell into the weak spot. And he hits him. Nice shell from the M44. Let's get his side. All right. Oh, he nails me, tracks me. We've put it at 7 minutes, 25 seconds left. We still have a 4-on-2 here. I do have a fair amount of health, so I'm not terribly worried about this yet. AT8 or AT7s could be a pain in the butt. 2 artilleries, either one of those can, if they do hit me right, have the ability to one-shot me. T-34-85 with HE shells, pretty guaranteed that he's going to wreck me. That's the one bad thing about the Hellcat and its crappy armor. So we're going to have to try to position ourselves into a spot where we can possibly get... I was hoping the AT8 was going to come up there. I don't want to get too far ahead. Possibly he was going to come up the roadway alongside the wrecked village. Didn't happen. So let's back out of the hill. We can try to keep down far enough where I can't get spotted. Alright, let's back out of this. Let's see if we can get ourselves into a little bit better position here. I'm trying to get myself into a position where I get somewhat of a decent view range, but if I do get spotted, I can still get out of there relatively just taking one shot, right? So we got a little bit of a gap there in the trees. Let's see if we can pick anything up here. M4 is well hidden in the bush. And let's see here. Hang back. Like I said, he plays a really good game. He was kind of the reasons why we were able to pull this off here. So there's the first shot on the AT8, 266. Ooh, it's down to 237. He's unfortunately the M44 gets spotted. There's 222. Not enough to finish him off here. This shot will. AT8 finishes him off. Come on. There we go. Lower plate. I switched to premium rounds. This is not the time to bounce. We've pulled it back to 1 versus 3 with 5 minutes left. Now, there was an artillery splash. He probably saw the tree go down, so I was, of course, never spotted. And, yep, something is on cap. Now, this is, like I said, what's interesting here with the crew skills that I have on this tank. The binocs involved should burn through most camo. I know I've picked up like 3,000 or 4,000 assisted damage playing the scout role in this tank, just hiding in a bush, and because it has with the crew skills I have and that set of binocs on it, it burns through camo really, really good. So this is what's kind of amazing here, that neither one of us were able to spot each other at all in this little matchup until I eventually drove into the cap here. So we're going to check this. Nothing. I should be able to see something if he's sitting in the open. Now there's a couple bushes in that area. I'm just trying to be somewhat crafty about this. So we're going to get in position. Pop the binocs pop. So right now I should be able to burn through lots of stuff, but nope. All right, so we lose the binocs again. I'm looking. I'm really tempted to fire at these bushes. There is a couple in the cap that he could be hiding in, but I thought, you know, it's 20-some seconds left here. There's no hurry. There's 4 minutes left on the clock. Let's just play it out and see if he makes a bad decision, like maybe moves his tank to get into a better spot in the bush. You know, anything. 12 seconds, nope, time to go. That's about time I get spotted. I knew I'm probably going to take a shot from, oh, there he is. Really? That little bit of bush right there was able to keep him unlit for me. Now, he stayed with AG. I'm able to juke that. Once again, that was totally skill how I could feel the artillery shell come in, but then I backed up. Yeah, just, anyway, we're on the move here. There was a second shot. Nothing splashed me, so I'd have no idea where the general area is. There's the second shot from him. Now we're going to move out to the field here, and let's see what we're going to find. Oh, look at that. He was kind enough to move up for me. That's the one I'm worried about, that tank right there. Yep, there we go. 235 in the AMX 1353. Does not have very good view range, obviously, so we're going to try to get out of that deal. And we're going to see here. Now, if you don't play artillery, you wouldn't know this, but the tier 5 on the other side does not have the best range. So let's see what happens here. There he goes. He shows himself, and we're going to fire. Now, with the range of that tank over there, if he's here on this tank side of the map, I should have possibly got at least a pot shot taken at me. So he didn't take a pot shot at me. So that means he's most likely, once again, I don't know his setup on his tanks. I don't know what if he's fully upgraded, but yeah, and I don't know. I'm just guessing here. So my guess at this point is that he's not on the 1, 2, 3, 4 area lines, because he would have been easily within range of taking a shot at me. So there was never a shot fired. We're going to roll out of here. We're going to check just the course of just in case. Artie likes to hang out on that bottom side right there. Maybe catch him possibly moving. You never know with artillery players. Sometimes I'm kind of crafty. I might be sitting in the bush like right in front of me, and I'm like, oh shit. So I got 53 health, 1 minute 46 seconds. I'm not going to be able to make it to cap in time to cap it out, of course. And then it also leaves me at a disadvantage too, being in cap. There's always a possibility he's going to be able to blind fire me. So we're going to roll through here. I got 6 cents, so if he spots me, I'll have an idea that he's in the general vicinity. So we're just going to blow right on through this area. Winch to an HE shell, because that's the one that artillery has that big boxy frame to him, so I don't have to worry about just nailing the gun. I took a chance. I headed back into town, or along the 0 line. I didn't think he was maybe possibly even going to go to cap here, but let's see if we can pick anything up. I have a vision over a good chunk of town. Honestly, if I was him, I probably would have hit in town somewhere or along the wall. But luckily for me, there he is. There's the AMX 13AM. Oh, and I run into the dead Dicker Max. Of course. Come on. I'm not going to stop and fire. We need to get moving. There's one shell. Oh, and he reverses. I don't know what he was doing there. And leaves him on 30 hit points. There we go. Finish him off. So 3340 for the damage and 8 kills. It was a good day to be out and about in the Hellcat. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a good night.